Hi everyone. Oh, a bit loud there. Hi everyone, I'm Ben Pearson, former Channel 5 Police Interceptor, and I'm making this video today about Bradford driving tests. So I hope you like it. Stay with us. I'm going to be pissing myself. I don't know about you. See you soon. So I'm making this video because over the last 19 years I've been a police officer in Bradford, and I've seen some appalling driving, and I hardly ever go into Bradford anymore because there's no need. I don't work there, and I can always go to Leeds or Manchester or somewhere else, so I very rarely go into Bradford. I drove into Bradford the other day and the driving is absolutely deplorable. It's got worse, absolutely horrendous. I've seen things that I never thought I'd see. Do people not take driving tests anymore in the Bradford area? I know in the 80s we could get driving licences off back of cornflake boxes or send off on a dodgy magazine for them, but this is just absolutely ridiculous. I can't understand the calibre of driving in Bradford, how it's got this bad over the last... I've been retired 3 years nearly, and now it's got this bad. There's people triple parked, there's people dumping their cars literally, when I say on the pavement, I mean driving on the pavement, nose into the shop, just getting out and leaving the engine running. No one cares about red lights, no one cares about speed limits, no one cares about overtaking, undertaking. One gentleman drove through a pedestrian area when I was sat waiting, over the curb, through a pedestrian area, and it were absolutely like one of these things that you think, am I actually witnessing this now? So I was thinking, like, do people not go for driving tests anymore, or are driving licenses just going out for free? So I thought, like, well, when you do go, and I'm not saying this if you are an examiner, but the examiners, do they just give them out for free? Do they not take tests anymore? Good morning, sir. I'm John. I'm your instructor. Have you booked a test with us? No, not booked a test, mate. Just thought I'd show up and get a licence. Have you not done a theory before, sir? No, not done a theory. Just thought I'd just turn up. Okay, sir. No worries at all. Have you driven a car before? Yeah, I have, but pigs have never caught me. Well, fantastic, sir. That's absolutely splendid. So, have you brought your provisional licence with you? No, don't have one. Well, that's no problem, sir. We've got two. Would you like one in your name or a fake name? You don't need a licence nowadays or a provisional licence. It's just something we use as identification. So please sit in the car. And before you get into the car, plug your seatbelt into the clicker so it doesn't blink when you're driving, and it gives you more of a chance to get out and run when the police officers chase you. Oh, yeah. Didn't think of that now. Yeah, I do that. Yeah. So when I'm driving from behind, it makes it look like that I've got my seatbelt on. Yes, it does. So when police officers are behind you now, it makes it look like you've got your seatbelt on. But actually, the police officers are a bit smarter. So when they come alongside you, they can see it's tucked in behind you. And what you might want to do then is try and pull it over your head as quickly as possible. So then when the police stop you, you get out of the car. You've got to put it back over, but it's still clicked in. So remember that. Okay. Yeah. I'll remember that. Thanks for that. Yeah, not a problem. So yes, if you'd like to put your seat back in the amazingly laid back position as low as you can go, so you can't see over the steering wheel and you can't see over the front of the bonnet. Okay. Right, so when we set off from the side of the curb, do you know what you've got to do? Yeah, I need to set off and I need to... No, I don't really know, no. Well, first thing you do is you don't check your mirrors and you wheel spin. So use first gear, put your foot to the floor and release the clutch as fast as you can. The louder the noise, the better the wheel spin and the cooler you look. Thank you. So as you're driving down the road, you can see what says 30. It's in black writing on a white background and it's got a red ring around it. Do you know what this means? Yeah, it means it's a 30-mile-an-hour limit, doesn't it? No, it means that's 30 is the lowest you should be going in this area. So it's dangerous to go under 30 miles an hour. So you need to be coming through this built-up area where there's pedestrians and everyone else around, including schools, at a minimum of 30 miles an hour. So if you look at it as a 40 miles an hour, you want to come through at 50, 60 miles an hour, 70, 80. And when it's national, we expect you to come through here about 130 miles an hour. Is that all right? Yeah, I think I can do that. I like that a lot. Yeah, I like it. So as we're driving down the road now, we're approaching some green traffic lights. Do you know what green traffic lights mean? It means go through. Yes, that's right. It's correct. It means go through if it's safe to do so. It also means you can put your foot down and go through as quickly as you like, though. Oh, the lights are changing to amber. Do you know what amber means? Go through. That is correct. Amber means go through again. It means put your foot down even faster and go through at even higher speed as well. So green is go through if it's safe to do so and put your foot down. Amber is put your foot down even faster. Oh, the lights are at red. Do you know what that means? No, I'm not really sure what this means. It means go through as fast as you like, but close your eyes. So what we do in the Bradford area, we pay no attention to traffic lights, and we either go through fast, or go through fast and close our eyes. Do you understand that? Yeah, I do. Yeah. Well, we're at a red light. Just go through and close your eyes. Okay. So a few more things you need to know now while we're on our driving test. So in regards to filling a car up with fuel, do you know how to do that? Yes, I do, yeah. You're going to a petrol station, stick your hose in, fill up, and then drive off without paying. Is that correct? That's absolutely correct. Well done, sir. Absolutely brilliant. You've been doing your homework. Yeah, I know I have, yeah. So if you're one of those unlucky people that's involved in some sort of collision, do you know what you've got to do? Yep, I've been told this by my brother. We need to make off. We need to make off from the scene as quick as we can and don't stop. That's correct, sir. You do not stop if you're involved in a collision. So if you knock someone down, you're involved in a collision, or you're involved in some sort of altercation with someone, you just drive off. What happens if my car can't drive off then? What do I do then? If you're involved in a collision and your car is undriveworthy, you need to get out of your car as quick as you can. We can do that now because we've not got our seatbelt on, and you run. You never come back to the scene, and you always report your car stolen. I'm sure my brother told me that. Yeah, I'm sure he did. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. What happens if I can't run? If you can't run and for some reason you're held by somebody or you're restrained at the scene, you lie. You lie about who you are, you lie about all the details, and you'll give you details of somebody else or someone you know. And if all else fails, just make them up. That's what I always do. If I get stopped and I call myself John Smith, do I call myself Smith John or John Jones or Jonesy John? You can call yourself whatever you like as long as you don't get caught by the police and no one knows. What do you do when police get behind you and put their lights on? Are you meant to A, pull over, or B, make off? I'm going to make off. That's correct. You're meant to make off. Absolutely brilliant. And then when you make off, what do? You go through red traffic lights and close your eyes and don't look. And then you treat every road sign as that's a minimum you should be doing. So in a 30, I think I'd be going 60 or 70 mile an hour. That's correct. And if I crash, I'll run off. And if I get caught, I'll give fake details. That's also correct. So first of all, John Smith, thank you so much for taking the Bradford driving test, and congratulations, you have passed. So a few bits of paperwork I need to give you right now. So here's one outlining the fact you never need to get insurance ever on a car. Here's the application form for your driving licence. It's for the fake name, fake date of birth and address that does not exist. And here's your application for your Audi RS3. So my advice to you now is get yourself down to a local Audi dealer, get yourself a super fast car and drive like a moron. Thank you. My driving licence. So that's what I think happens in Bradford. I think people are just given a driving licence. I think they actually just show up. It's thrown at them, or I think you can just apply on a website, drivelikeadick.com, and you can put your name in and you get sent a driving licence. I don't want to drive on the roads in Bradford. I just think they're too dangerous. So please be aware. If you come in, put a rubber ring around your car, hire a car or use someone else's car and let them drive. So yeah, please, if you're in Bradford, switch yourselves on and learn how to drive properly. It's not hard work. It's not rocket science. Just drive between the letters of the law, learn the highway code and learn and drive how you did when you're on your driving test. Don't put people's lives at risk. It's just not worth it. So I hope you liked the video on driving test. This is me signing off, and then I've got my driving licence and I've got my Audi RS3 outside, so I'm going to go for a drive now. And yeah, that's it. Thank you. Are we finished? Yeah, chickens.